It's a 3-player map. Standard, comfortable-ish. And hopefully you'll find out why it's called Blue Demon, if you don't know already.
Probably has to do with the big demon in the center.
Fucking character.
I mean, it's the goat. It's a goat that goes.
It's supposed to happen organically when units just happen
What
to
do you mean?
pass the middle of the map, and I zoom out, and it's a really exciting moment in the game for me. Just fucking ruined it.
You ruined everything.
So
I'm
what
just
was this
kidding.
about kicking character?
Well, I mean, you've got me casting. Like, I ruin everything.
I'm
What
personally
did
I'm
going
totally
you
joking,
expect?
yeah.
I am personally going to pay the wizard that's going to remove character from all of our discords.
I hear the wizard charges a lot, you know?
What do you mean?
The wizard doesn't do shit for free. You gotta pay him.
Would you say he is rather a witcher than a wizard?
You guys stop
guess.
talking about a fictional wizard. Because it exists.
That kills monsters, but for a fee. I understand now. Everything makes sense.
Alright, so
Yeah,
this is
it-
MasterRey's debut, by the way. First showmatch
Okay.
that he is being
Yeah.
shown. Yeah,
This
that's
should be an interesting one too. I know both these players as well. I mean, obviously I do a lot of casting with MasterRey and BSL, and gonna be doing some more casting with him here.
yeah, great guys, really good mannered.
Yeah. He's also a coach in CPL, and LML's been in BSL. He's won a season of BSL. I think it was BSL 9 he won in Chopa League. So he's also quite strong. He likes to play Zerg on ladder during BSL, so he can play in Chopa League instead of Gosu League. But,
Oh, I didn't know that, because he plays Protoss and he played
Rude.
Zerg once. Okay.
yeah, I do think he could compete in Gosu League. Like, he went really far in Chopa League second season as well. But so I think this will be a very close match, because MasterRey is always in Gosu League as well, being A ranks, A rank Protoss. So. Yeah, I think MasterRey usually plays fairly standard, solid builds. I'm not entirely sure what LML will play. I've had the unfortunate run-ins with him a couple of times.
LML is a bit
Show me
ahead
minutes
on his
also.
build order. He has his Dragoon range and his probe and his Dragoon. Everything earlier, like 1 second. 2 seconds.
1
rather.
second faster. Is
Yeah,
that
he's
mean
2 seconds
he's gonna win
faster
some-
player. Yeah, of course.
He's been really annoying with this probe. Have you guys been watching the probe? It like goes behind the middle
Yeah.
line. Jesus Christ.
Classic Protoss.
Hate this guy.
Oh, that probe's going down now, so.
Get the probe.
No.
Yes. It's driving me
It
nuts.
exploded. Oh, I just heard in my head that the guy from what was it, with the hydraulic press, it exploded. With his Finnish accent, yes.
Who's the guy with the hydraulic press?
The hydraulic press channel. He uses a hydraulic press on stuff. It's very exciting.
I love how you think everyone knows that reference.
What do you mean? How do you not know the hydraulic press channel? It's the most important thing on the internet.
Okay, but where's the pneumatic press channel? That's what I want to know.
That doesn't exist.
You two are like the
I-
worst to
well,
have
then-
on a stream together.
Let's just kick
Chop,
them
chop.
both.
We need quality content, okay?
They have
You
the
mean
stupid
nothing's
copy
happened this
pasta
game, so
thing
we are
could
still
talk
there
about.
to shit talk. But now we finally
What?
get the move out. We finally get to see something in this game, okay?
As
the
well,
PC,
MasterRey's gonna pick just see what he's got.
It's a PvP.
Okay.
We're gonna see a lot of somethings, and by
Two
somethings
robots.
I mean dragoons.
Oh, they
Yeah,
both went
two
gate robo
robots.
gate, so very similar build over
Observatory.
here.
And
I'm not convinced by this build.
Who's
they don't,
built?
they don't actually have the money to get a Viva.
okay, he's actually
Oh,
getting
LML.
rather
He's
hard
taking-
here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gonna
this,
pick off
this
his
can be
Dragoon.
really bad if you
Something.
don't
That
the
No,
Dragoon.
is doing so much damage to him.
This can be
Yeah.
really bad.
so this is a good start for LML.
Was this good to back off like this? Because he lost his Zealot.
Oh,
Dang.
the
Nope.
Zealot survives.
It's because you said he lost his zealot, but that zealot just
No.
survived us. Oh, now I say that and he
That one
dies.
Dragoon is very
Master Curse.
bruised.
It's
That one Dragoon is very bruised.
So Quark
Yeah.
thought that the Robo was unaffordable?
Yeah, well, the
Reaver
second
tech's
gateway,
unaffordable.
because what you're meant
Reaver
to do is 26 Robo, and then keep producing goons off the gateway, then you go like 39 Viva. Well, now what they've done here is they've got a second gateway because of the flat map, so goons are powerful. but it means that neither of them have a Reaver. It's the second gateway's actually fucked them. They
It
thought
looks
they
like
wanted more goons, but now they can't afford a Reaver.
LML. Okay, he's got
I
an
see.
expansion.
They're not making use of that building. Almost identical builds, except
Well, MasterRey is
Yeah,
going for the Reaver, where LML is going for the expansion here.
Yeah, they both made the same mistake, basically getting the second gateway when neither of them can afford it.
Feels bad, man. But here is a Reaver for MasterRey.
Like, they should have gone Robo, Reaver, Nexus, second gate. That would have been standard.
But it's a shuttleless Reaver.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
his
why you
plan
go
is.
Reaver, then Nexus straight after. It's a defensive opener.
Okay.
That's what his
but,
plan is. Get the Reaver out,
man,
take a Nexus out.
But his Nexus is a lot slower.
Yeah, MasterRey is hugely behind because he went for that Reaver on the 2 gates. He couldn't afford it.
Oh no, and just the Observer gets shut down. That's kinda annoying.
He's continuing to make Dragoons too, so he might actually just be going for a 2 base or a 1 base push.
Yeah, MasterRey's all in at this point.
Yeah. He's just gonna get Shuttle Reaver, go for a push and try and kill him.
Okay, but the Observer is gonna spot it. There is no Observer for MasterRey here
So-
right now.
LML doesn't actually want to be holding the arc inside his natural because the Reaver's going to siege it. And he's gonna end up being
Losing that
forced to
Observer
do that.
actually really hurt him. Does he have another one somewhere? I don't think he has. Could be really bad fighting without an Observer with a Reaver.
These goons he needs to get like 5 goons and send them out onto the map just so he gets a flank, because otherwise he's going to send him he's creating a concave that's going to hurt and not help him.
Alright, well, he's coming here now with 1 Reaver. He does have this pylon to try and help tank some damage, but we'll have to see how the control goes. If he can pick off the Reaver,
Yeah, let's
he's
see
a
how
leader.
the let's see how the Reaver does.
He's just not going to be able to engage with all his goons at once. If you look at it, he's
Yeah, he's blocking
Creating a
himself
concave
actually
will
with
help
that
him.
pylon.
He hasn't
He
got a lot of
takes a
Reaver
volley.
shots off yet, but
Did he build Scarabs? Oh, he shot the pylon.
there you see why that pylon's there. Eat a couple of shots for him.
Yeah, you just A-move it. Oh, that wasn't a Reaver shot.
Probes do escape. Now, is he going to be able to take out this Nexus?
he is going to be able to take out the Nexus. There's no way that LML can break out into Reaver. Unless it's people that scout. People that scout can make it.
Still has to be a little bit careful. It looks like LML has an extra Dragoon here.
Not anymore. But he's still
Yeah,
gonna
Reaver
If you look
takes
at the
it
Nexus,
out.
the Nexus
He
actually
picks it
creates
up.
the choke point.
Nice. Okay, nice. He kills the Nexus. He has his own Nexus now, which is very good. But now LML has a Reaver as well, so this is where this push.
Yeah, but LML
kinda
doesn't have
ends.
a shuttle. LML's Reaver can't do anything. LML just.
I mean, it
basically
can sit
queued up
there
that front.
menacingly.
He had enough Dragoons to hold it, but his Dragoons were all clamped up around the Nexus. And then he tried to push out at the last second into the Reaver.
And the
If he
pylon
split
blocked
them
him.
into yeah, if he split them into 2 groups earlier, then he could have attacked the Reaver from the back and gotten a good engage. But he
Okay,
didn't prepare for the
so nice.
And
MasterRey
just
finds
going
the
home.
way back into the game.
Now he's just going to retreat. Knows he's done the damage he needs to. He's got his expansion up.
Yeah, like
Now
MasterRey
he's setting
wasn't like he wasn't behind.
So,
He just put himself in a
What
position
I
where he
would
had to
really
get
like
in.
to see out of there's another Observer. Nice, just as I say it. Another Observer. Very good.
Looks like he wants to just add on a bunch of gates. He's going up to 6 gateways, and he's just gonna. Oh no, 7 gateways or 8. 7 looks like.
Okay, is
Oh, that
Zealot
was a
legs
pylon
a
of gateway.
thing in this matchup?
Is what? Sorry.
Zealots with legs.
Yeah.
Zealot with
Eventually.
legs are very good against goons, but very bad against Reavers.
Okay.
Also, you want to get the Zealots if you're attacking, not defending.
With his 4 gates, he's
Oh,
not gonna.
man, he's
He
trapped.
cuts off these Dragoons. Very nice.
Oh,
That was such a good timing, actually.
that's
That
bad
might just
for
be
LML.
GG.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
Dragoons are
Master is
just
way
trapped
ahead
there.
now. He's got more Dragoons, he's got the expansion mining, he's adding a bunch of gateways.
I feel like you can just walk past towards the natural now. and
I
push
feel
hard.
like, yeah. Oh, he's gonna catch these Reavers out here too, without Dragoon support. Like, this
There
is.
is
Master
no-
is just gonna.
Oh my god.
Oh, I thought he was gonna pick off that shuttle for a second.
Oh, but
It doesn't matter though. He's just got way too much here.
Okay, he kills the reavers. I think this is GG.
Yeah, it's GG for sure.
Except if he loses his own reavers, that is. But
Even
Yeah.
then, he's got so many more extra dragoons.
He's got too many dreams.
Yeah, it's a 30 supply difference.
The mission
Well
accomplished,
played.
boss. Because they're
Well
goons.
So the viable builds there were, in my opinion, either 2-gate and heavy goon pressure, which tells you if you need to add the robo for observer, because you can judge how much gas your opponent spent, or 1-gate robo. But 1-gate robo gate wasn't what either of them really wanted to be doing.
All right, so Dominion Azul is not being featured in every game of the show match. I believe this
you
is
lied to me.
They
Polypoid.
thought it's the first one.
How
Yeah.
did you do this to us?
Game 2, MasterRey is up
it's
1-0.
polypoid? There is a gap in the minerals.
LML's like, screw this map. I'm taking Polypoid.
Well, you could also do it by the pattern on the ground.
Lies,
For that.
lies and deception.
Your lies and deception.
What about the bones? I feel like it's different.
No
I'm fighting
bones
Smear.
about it.
No bony man. Is there no
These bones
No
look kind of
bones on
dongy,
fight
don't they?
experience? kind of dong? Oh, actually. Do we have a plus 18 rating on the stream?
We do.
We do.
Mass
Because
Sam
look-
coming out of LML.
Look, the dong lost his balls, and the balls are just laying next to the.
Hey,
the dong.
Hellscream.
Hello to whoever Ox
Hello.
said hello to.
Yeah,
This
he
is
used
an
to
orc
be
you're looking
team manager
for.
with me 15 years ago.
It's
or
an
something.
orc.
Baronets.
Orc.
Well, LML's winning the spam game at the moment. I mean, he's got that 550 APM going.
It's an orc. When did we switch to Warcraft 3?
What do you mean?
Oh, this is Warcraft. I'm out of
4.
here then.
This is Warcraft in space. Hello.
Pretty much.
Where's Warcraft? Just
You're not
StarCraft
wrong.
in the past.
Where's Warcraft 4? Blizzard, what did you do to Warcraft 3? You ruined it.
No,
MasterRey
LML,
Sella
turn
Pro coming
back.
in.
There you go.
MasterRey watching the minimap a little bit closer than LML maybe.
Suck.
So far, pretty standard opener from both players. Yeah. No one wanting to go for a 2-gate or anything like that. Or early fast Nexus.
Early
like
fast
MasterRey got
Nexus
his
would be
Zealot
okay
outfits.
cross positions,
Yeah,
right?
would be
Yeah.
good in cross position for sure.
Also,
but
favors things
both
like
going
Gate
for
Robo
Zealot.
Expand.
Both not skipping the zealot, which I don't quite understand because I think on cross you can pretty much.
Zealots are
Always
still
skip the
pretty good.
Zealot?
They
Yeah,
can use
it's
it to help
pretty
clean
good.
matter pylons.
It's just
Yeah,
nice to get more utility out of your gateway. If you're
Yeah,
staying in one
you
gate
like
for a
it
while,
too.
then
You
having
get an
a
extra
Zealot out
unit.
is good.
Yeah, but you could have just.
And it
built
helps
it
clear
on
matter
one.
pylons, right? Like if he makes a matter pylon here, the Zealot will.
Yes, it
For
makes
sure.
mana pylons much worse.
Exactly. So you basically kind of always want to get it, most of the time anyway.
And I think that skipping the Zealot's bad.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, so LML has a really annoying scout probe thing going for him, but he left the base.
Oh, that's good. Like you want to get out of there before the Dragoon can come out and kill it. Like you saw there, MasterRey's lost his probe because he left a little bit too late. And so the Dragoon was able to kill it, whereas LML saves his probe. So he can keep that out on the map, try and get a scout later, or just send it back and have a little bit better economy.
MasterRey's pylon at the vamp implies he's going to go for Robo at the vamp at like 26 Robo into Reaver expand. So I'm expecting to see that from him. And there we go.
And there
I'm
it
a few
is.
seconds behind you, so I'm watching the screen.
What are you, fucking
Once
mind
again,
reader, Quark?
Once again,
No, I just know the
MasterRey.
That's just
Once again, MasterRey is 1 second ahead in the build order. His probe is 1
LML
second.
was 1 second ahead last game.
Okay, so LML's Robo is not at the vamp.
Yeah,
I don't
Right,
like
So
that.
he can't do. Yeah, he can't
That-
do a Reaver
Don't you
expansion.
This looks
you
more
love
like he's
this
going for
production?
obs.
Don't you
So
love
we
this
might see, like,
production tab?
3-gate, which again isn't the greatest for cross map, I would say.
He might just want to do a Robo expand, but
With
help
obs.
speed it up. No,
Check it
yeah,
out.
okay, he's got a second gateway, so this is going to be
Yeah,
a Dragoon Observer, which is actually hard countered by what MasterRey's doing, as long as MasterRey executes it correctly.
Yeah.
Because what MasterRey is going to do is like 39 Aviva, 44 Nexus or something. One thing that's not great is that neither of them are doing any kind of pressure on the other one. So PvP early game, you're always trying to get a read on what the other player has, and part of that just means dancing Dragoons near them to see what happens. Dragoons, you can keep pace with other Dragoons, so you can just run them away if needed, and it just means that you
Well, you say
you can
that, but
confirm they have range. You can, if there's a blur, you see the blur right outside their base. You can check their Dragoon count, which tells you there's extra gateways, that kind of thing.
yeah, well, MasterRey is moving across now. He's almost there. Looks like he wants to do that pressure,
Yeah,
just trying
he
to see
shouldn't
the
have
count.
brought the Zealot though. The Zealot, he's going to regret having that Zealot there in a second, because he's one gate against two.
And now
And
that he
he's about
sees
to
that there's
realise-
extra Dragoons,
Yeah, he needs to run away.
he's gonna lose his Zealot, but at least he knows he's against 2 gateways now.
Yeah, and he's also confirmed that there's no expansion, so he's going to place the Nexus now. Like I said, 39 Robo. Okay, this Dragoon he's building now is not actually required. He can hold this with the Reaver. But,
Who has the better build here?
And MasterRey's build is close to correct. It's not correct, but he's in the region. He shouldn't be building this Dragoon. He shouldn't be building this pylon. He should be building a Nexus. But it's not far off. And basically, after the Reaver comes out, he's going to build a second. Build a Nexus. His Nexus should be half done at this point. He's floating 500 minerals and he's not building a Nexus. There we go.
Alright, Nexus timings are actually pretty much the same here. So
Yeah, but Reavers
MasterRey's
are
gonna have to
better than
attack, yep.
Dragoons. But yeah, MasterRey has kind of screwed this up because 2-gate Dragoon Observer doesn't really beat any build. It doesn't die too much, but it doesn't actually beat anything. It's
It
not
doesn't
a good
help
build
with
by
anything.
LML. Yeah. You either want a 3-gate obs if they go DT, or like 1-gate obs if you're going for quick expansion. This just isn't good. One thing that LML should be doing at this point is take advantage of... Is he not building? No, MasterRey's not building Reavers right now. MasterRey should be building Reavers constantly. This is just a mistake. Another 2 gates isn't what he wants.
Well, he is getting a second Reaver now.
Yeah.
LML's got his own first
Also,
Reaver
he's
that
up
just
4
popped out as well.
probes. It's weird he's up 4 probes given that they've
No one killed any
each lost
probes.
1 scout probe. It just
Yeah.
means LML's been sloppy.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason to be 4 probes behind in a PvP where there haven't been any fights.
Quark tells it like it is, man. Or does he?
No,
I mean,
he
all you
does.
have to do is press
Why are you
0
bullying
P
him?
every
He's
17
right.
seconds.
Or
How
not be
hard could it
friends with anyone so you can talk frankly. Just kidding.
And don't call me Frank.
Snipe is friends with all of them, man, so he can't tell them like it is.
I cast with MasterRey all the time. We do Ghost League all the time, BSL.
No, I'm just
Nah.
just kidding. There's different takes.
This observer getting into LML space is kind of huge too. If he can confirm the build, it should be possible for him to screw it up from 7 probes ahead. His army's smaller, but he's countered the 3 gateways. He should be fine here if he just doesn't attack.
I love this observer. I
He's
named it
another Reaver
Herman.
crawling up. Herman the Observer.
Orange has a lot of stuff.
Orange has less stuff.
Am I wrong?
Orange has more probes.
He has 4 more probes and 4 more supplies, so the stuff should be equal, right?
Yeah.
I guess his stuff is together and it looks like he has more ultimate. Even if he has less stuff, maybe he uses his stuff better. It's possible.
I mean, it can come down to control for sure. When
I
fights
think
pretty
they're
even.
both just going for a 3rd base, and I think that's fine, honestly. they're just going to turn into a macro game. However, MasterRey does have pretty good macro, so I wouldn't necessarily want to try and beat him in a macro game. I would try and beat him another way.
What's LML doing with his Dragoons here? Just watching out for
Catch for
Reaver
a
drop?
shuttle.
Yeah,
exactly.
he's just hoping for a free shuttle. That said, I would like him to have more map vision than he currently has if he wants to have begin just lying around, because if he's
What can you
not,
do? Build pylons everywhere?
Exactly.
Yeah, build pylons or just have like a probe out in the middle of the map, that kind of thing.
What if you
Just
lose your
something that tells you
pylons?
when pylons are cheap.
Plus, it's on your side of the map. You could go kill it. If he's just sending a couple of units there, you could go kill them. Or then you know where his army is, right?
So I feel like MasterRey should probably take 6 and not this mineral only. I don't know anything about this game, guys. I refuse to learn,
So
but I
a
hate
gas
these mineral
expansion-
onlys.
A gas expansion is much better in PvP because a mineral only. just
Oh,
gets
he
more
blocked
zealous.
his nexus.
Oh, so I'm actually right about that in a PvP.
So if they don't have Vivas, then it's not such a big deal. But having a bunch of extra zealots isn't that useful in PvP. If it's a Viva game, if it's like a Dragoon game, then yeah, you just overrun them with Dragoon zealots. But,
I think he also taking it just because it's easier to defend. It's like closer to his natural. He has the high
Yeah,
ground there.
That's
he can
what
it's
Torque
basically
says.
So yeah.
as far as bases go, he can just pick that one up for 400 minerals, and it will pay for itself in a minute.
Use the extra minerals to take another base. There you go.
Well, White's not
9
expanded
worker
yet.
difference already. This worker difference will add up. Like
Yeah, it's
it
actually
does matter.
increased.
Yeah.
It was only like a 4 workers before. Now he's up 9 workers. Okay, now 7, but still.
Yeah, and if we look at LML's production tab, he is still building workers, so it's not that he's cut workers for retirement. He's just not very good at making workers. But
I know
he's
that
not
problem.
trying to cut his workers. He wants to have workers. He just isn't succeeding.
I like how they're both
Prioritize
kind of
something else.
paranoid about drops, but neither are actually dropping.
Well, I mean, drops can be really devastating in PvP. One shuttle drop that kills a probe line, and all of a sudden you're just way behind, right?
And do you want to be the defender or the aggressor?
In what case?
I feel like some games are lost just because the person is always on the defensive and not the aggressor. Because as the defender, you're always reacting to someone. As the aggressor, you kind of control the direction of the game. Does that
Depends
make
on
sense?
what you're better at, yeah. I mean, if you're good at defending, you can pick off the shuttles and something and get ahead, then it's better to be the defender, right? But if you're really good at microing your reavers or something, it could be better to be the aggressor. So.
Right.
Yeah, I in PvP I prefer to take an expansion rather than attack because I feel like an attack can go very badly for you in PvP. It can put you behind very quickly. You just take one
And,
bad engagement.
Yeah, a lot of times you might choose your strategy based on your opponent too. Like if you know your opponent's better, you might try a more aggressive strategy that has a better chance of ending the game early before going into a later macro game. But if you know you're the better player, maybe you want to play more defensive. Realize that I can beat him in a longer macro game, right?
So we want MasterRey to stop building probes pretty soon. He's up to 70. That's the number.
Yeah. It looks like he has stopped building probes. Oh no, there's another one queued up as I say that.
I'm kind of hoping he keeps making probes now.
Yeah,
Just
you need
90.
One
one more
quite often
probe to
making
have the
PvP.
perfect amount.
Just so
I've
Quark.
had like over 100 probes in the PvP before, just because I've
Let's
trained
quibble
myself
about
to
it.
make probes. And
I
can't
ruined it.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh,
I actually
the
have to
light is
unhotkey
flashing.
my nexuses.
Well, we're gonna get up to 71 at least. Oh, storm drop. Oh, it doesn't even get the storm off. All the probes got out of there anyway.
LML really should have that gas taken because, like, this is going to be a macro game. You want that extra gas. You want the Archon. You want the extra upgrades. If you look at the
Yeah.
upgrades, MasterRey is rocking the double forge, and LML isn't.
And MasterRey is
Well,
already
is that a
taking
dark
his
one, I see?
gas at his third base before his Nexus is even done because he
Did I
knows he
just
wants
see
to
a
get
dark
mining
one
that
finish?
ASAP.
I think LML made a Darkon for feedback.
Yes, he did. There you go.
That's pretty cool.
I run into this every so often too. Dark Archon just backing on my Templars.
Yeah, in like a 200-200 situation, it's definitely.
How much
okay.
does feedback cost?
50, and it's got like an instant cast time.
Yeah, it's really quickly.
effective.
It's got good range.
No, I mean energy cost.
50.
50.
50. Wow, that's not a lot. That's nice.
Fast cast. It's got good range.
Cool.
Okay, so
Okay, here we go.
first group of units from MasterRey caught off guard.
Feedback. The frontline Archon. I like
Also, LML actually has a bigger army here because of Master Ray's probes.
Yeah. Well, MasterRey is going to come up here and take the high ground, which can be helpful. But we'll see how this goes.
Feedback missed.
Miss
I don't
or didn't have enough energy to kill it.
Orange was not in a good place to engage.
Where are Master Ray's Reavers? Master Ray has
Oh,
two Reavers.
that! Wow, that storm on top of the Reavers. And the Archon.
both of them,
And the
and
shuttle.
the shuttle.
Oh, that was one hell of a storm.
I think he saw the feedback miss, and that was his cue. And I was gonna ask, how many Templars do you want in your army? Because you can only storm
However
so
many you
much
have
without
APM to
losing,
manage.
right?
If you can cast all of them quickly enough, then you want as many as that.
Half a dozen
Like, Storm is always worth having.
with full
So you want to cast as many
energy.
Storm as you can, but if you're losing High Templar before you cast them, because they're just too many and you can't manage it, then it's time to make Archon.
Oh, so I'm making too many high Templar when I make 3. Just kidding.
MasterRey, more Zealot heavy.
Master Race just getting back up to a max. Zealot third quickly. If there's a fight happening near your base, you want to have a round of Zealots just because that way you can reinforce more quickly.
Yeah, they build faster. Get into the fight.
Master Ray doesn't actually want Zealots. He's up at gas, and if you're up in gas, then you want to go more Archon heavy.
Yeah, I
Get
feel
your
like
Goon
Orange has to
Archon
get out on the map because near his third and second, bad places to engage. Here he has a little bit more room.
Well, he's got
Well,
a
he
pretty good
doesn't
arc
necessarily-
here.
Yeah, he doesn't necessarily need to engage on country either. LML doesn't actually have the probes to mine 5 bases. So LML getting 5 bases isn't.
Oh,
actually
MasterRay's
real.
still actually making probes here too. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
the arc is looking better here for LML. Anyways, nice storms going down as well.
Master Ray's going to reinforce that
Archons are
after
doing a lot of work.
Yeah, it's just Dragoons left where MasterRay has Zealot Archon and some Dragoons as well. What are the upgrades at as well?
Master Ray's got better upgrades. He was double upgrading.
Yeah, 2-1 and
What?
against 2-0.
What happened to his Reavers?
I have no idea. Well, there's one there. At the mineral only.
Because it felt like Master Ray just once he got Storm Tech, he decided that his Reavers were just going to get retired.
We got LML trying to take this bottom left base, building a bunch of cannons on the top of the ramp here.
I don't like Master Ray floating 2K, and okay, he just suddenly got the Avian. So I was going to say that he's got like 10 idle gateways. But he
We
just
got like
suddenly-
a almost 30 probe lead, or well, 25 probe lead here for MasterRay at the moment.
Yeah, as long
He's
as
up to 80 probes.
he can keep the bases coming. So. He needs to mine that gas. That's lovely. I also wouldn't mind seeing some Arbiters from him at this point in the game.
Yeah, they're not really mining gas enough.
Lots going on though. Sometimes it's hard to keep up and you miss things like that. It's unfortunate though. You definitely want that gas, but
Backseat
Yeah,
gaming,
LML
bro. Come on, man. It's the easiest and
LML
the
is on
best.
5 base 2 gas.
For me,
somehow.
at least.
Well, wouldn't it be backseat casting?
Can't even hold F rank. Yeah, get your gas.
And
Don't call me.
you do eventually notice that you have no gas when you can't build any high temper.
yeah,
It's something that
that does happen. You're like, why do I have no gas?
Well,
Why can't I
White for
build
sure
anything?
could be mining gas from 2 of his bases at least.
All right, well,
Um,
MasterRay is gonna shut this down. and
Arbiters,
looks
is
like LML
that
wants
not
to go
something
for
you
an
want to get
attack.
in PvP?
yeah, you do want them. Master Ray can't lose this.
He got
Well,
caught
he's
off
got
guard.
some army coming in here. The Reaver is gonna be sitting in the back doing a lot of extra damage here as well.
Is it
Well, that
ever
and
worth
he-
it to target the Nexus and just run away? Or you want to attack the
Not
army?
when your opponent
Not
has
really,
5 bases.
You're gonna lose a lot of your army. You can't really trade army for a Nexus. We want to trade units for units.
if it's a critical expansion that's the only thing keeping your opponent in the game, then yeah, by all means kill it. But in this case, like, MasterRey's not going to notice. He might notice and replace it.
Yeah, this is pretty much GG here, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
MasterRey just came way ahead in that fight. You can see now he's up 70 supply.
Well, he was up like 50 supply before the fight started.
Okay, but even still, yeah, he saves this base. He's up 70, 80 supply now.
Yeah, the game's done.
Whew.
It's just a matter of
LML's
when he
never
ends
going to
it.
take another base.
Goes to show APM is not everything. At least early game APM.
Oh, they're both low APM.
Low APM 180. Sorry, not everyone can have 400.
Why not?
Because I'm bad!
I don't have anything near 400. Jeez, I've been known as a low APM player, so there you go.
XDS Gur, I think back in the day was probably
they're playing
100 APM.
Protoss, They don't need a lot of APM.
Yeah, I could play Zerg and Terran with low APM too. It's fine. Don't make me send you screenshots now. Me winning with like 30 APM as Zerg or Terran or something. Well, it looks like MasterRey is going to go up here, and I don't know if LML's going to have what he needs to defend this.
I know, I can answer that question for you.
I can answer that question for myself, but you know, gotta try and keep the cast mysterious, right? I don't know. Losing all of his probes, gonna lose his nexus.
Yeah, MasterRey's just going to combat another 30 relics after this. He's got more money than he's going to use.
Get in. Hey. I mean, LML is trying to retake bottom left again, putting a bunch of cannons up there on the ramp, but too little too late.
It doesn't even make sense, man. But the issue is he doesn't have the unit. Like, if he takes the base that he can't hold, then like, what do you do?
Oh, look at all the cannons there.
I think Orange needs more probes, I feel.
And we didn't get up to that 100 mark we were hoping for, so.
I'm hoping for 77 at least. What's the cutoff line, ideally?
70.
LML GG's.
Is that for all matchups, or does it vary depending on the
for
matchup?
MasterRey.
Yeah, it's fine
it-
mostly for the PvP and PvT anyway.
Yeah, PvZ, you don't normally have enough bases for 70 to be a thing.
So less than 70 in PVC, is that what you mean?
Yeah, because PvZ you normally
Didn't-
mine up the main and that as you take your planning for. So
Yeah.
maybe like 50, 55.
Alright, so game 3. MasterRey is up 2-0. Come on, LML. Kick some ass here.
Well, I definitely would have favored MasterRey going into this, but LML can definitely hold his own as well, so. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe LML can take this game. This is a best of 5, right? So he needs to win this if he wants to keep it going.
Yeah, Silphid's an interesting map PvP because it's flat. So you end up in Goon World. Like there are a bunch of standard builds which you can't do on Silphid.
Well, you can do them, but you could get punished for them.
Yeah. You shouldn't do on Silphid.
Yeah, there you go. That's better. LML with the mass spam again. MasterRey just chilling here with 80 APM. LML up to 800. It's only 10 times the APM. It's nothing too bad, right?
Pretty sure he's joking around. It's a pretty funny guy.
What, did I miss something?
Based on the impressions I've received of him in chat, I think he jokes around quite a bit. Has a good sense of humor.
Who are you talking to? I'm so confused right now.
LML?
You're talking to LML?
I'm talking about his APM. I think it's just a joke that he's making.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. You can spam it up even higher if you want. Like we saw Exit spamming up to 1500 earlier, so. These colors might be hard to tell. I hope, did they play on top versus bottom? Like,
I'll change it to red and blue.
Perfect. That's
I know how
better.
to do something at least.
Glad they played on mode we could change it to.
And that mode would be top versus bottom?
Yes.
You know so much, Snipe. I know so little.
Oh, surely you know a lot. You've been doing these show matches for a while now. You've
That's
been
the
learning.
really sad, pathetic part about it. Can't tell you one build.
You're too focused on observing.
I don't know what it is. Stupidity. Really don't want to learn.
Ignorance.
Yeah, it's pretty bad because I'm in the education sector too. Can I tell you?
No, it's fine. You're more interested in setting these up and doing a great job observing for us to cast for.
Yeah, I gotta observe and ask questions. I can't give any strong opinions.
And I
Keep it
stopped
going.
watching for a second, and LML went for a quick nexus apparently.
That he did.
So we should see MasterRey just go for a proxy robo here. That's the counter.
Looks like he's gonna go for a quick Nexus himself, just not as quick. Oh, but the
Oh,
pylon
good
block from
knives.
LML as well.
Yeah, he needs to build dragoons, get dragoon range, and do a proxy robo outside.
Yep.
There's actually a guide on Jinjin's YouTube channel addressing this exact situation.
Oh, I may have to watch that, though I already do
Yeah.
exactly what you're describing. Whenever I see 12 Nexus.
Yeah, it's when you scout it late, it's kind of annoying. But I mean, if there's a guide from a programmer telling you how to do it, then follow the guide. He's going for 3-gate range soon, and I'm not convinced this is the play. Because I'm expecting that if LML scouts it, which he will, then there will be a just row of cannons.
Even if he doesn't scout it, by the time MasterRey gets the Dragoons from these 3 gateways over there, LML's going to have his economy from the 12 Nexus is going to be kicking in. He's going to be able to afford to make enough to defend it.
Yeah, but it will have to be cannons, is what I'm saying. Because if it's not cannons, then like rangeless dragoons will do nothing to range dragoons. Mass range dragoon does actually do. Like, it will smash anything on a Vantless map except the low cannons.
Alright, well, he does get in here, and he hasn't quite scouted it yet. He may not actually scout this.
This is a mistake, trying to hunt the dragoon. I mean, okay, Master Race might bring it badly, but the scouting is more important.
Oh, he's still got one more here. Is he going to be able to pick off that Dragoon? Okay, he's just going to go for the scout now. This is better. Now he's going to know exactly what's up. Or maybe not.
Yeah, Master Race is fucking up that dragoon right there. That dragoon has
Okay.
no reason to be as low as it is. So this situation is really good for LML because he's confirmed exactly what he's up against. He knows it's not going to be like a DP drop or a proxy reaver.
Doesn't have to worry about the cannon in the main or anything.
Yeah, all he has
Extra
to do,
cannon he can put out front.
all he has to do is build something that can hold a bunch of dragoons.
I feel like he's lost a lot of zealots here.
Yeah, but he's got money. If you think of all the things that he isn't buying, it's like
He's still making nothing but zealots though. And those
Yeah,
can be
he could
microed
be-
down.
yeah, he doesn't want zealots, he wants cannons.
Okay, he's sending these zealots in here to try and keep MasterRey back, buy himself some more time here. And I mean, it's working. You can see MasterRey is pulling back his whole
Yeah,
army.
the first 3 dragoons should be going back at this point. This is doing a lot to Master Race. Like Master Race is missing his timing. This timing window is slowly closing, and Master Race has done nothing about it.
That one zealot really bought LML a lot of time. Now he's actually getting those
Yeah.
cannons up.
And look at the probe count. Master Race lost this. So he cut his probe to do the timing attack, and then he missed his timing.
Well, we'll see. He has to bust here or he's dead though, for sure.
He's building an observatory. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, Master Race just doesn't know the counter here. What he's doing is conceptually wrong.
He thinks it's DTs?
Yeah, he thinks it's DTs.
I mean, there's a risk it could be, but
Yeah, but
I mean, I've
if he
faced it
just
before.
hit his timing, he'd be fine. And now he's expanded behind it. You cannot win with counter expansion here. You're 10 probes down.
Yeah,
It's
12 probes even. This is just good for LML, right?
The game's done.
Even if he's gonna go proxy his own gateway here. I guess that's for his DT. Thinking, MasterRey is gonna have him contained. And he'll just sneak a DT around behind the contained. But
You don't recover from this situation.
Well, observatory maybe later on in the game, but at this early point, he just needed to pressure. Even if he does get a DT out, you can always micro or whatever. But the point, I guess, was to break the
The
expansion.
attack should have hit before the DT.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need the observer because you've done the damage by the time the DT happens.
It's going to put you back.
The issue was that by the time he started attacking, he would have needed an observer because he missed his timing.
alright, I mean, he's still trying to push in here. I don't know if he's gonna be able to break this. Oh, lose an Ejigu in there. For 3, basically.
There's no coming back from where MasterRey is, huh?
No.
Look at the probe count he's found so far. His expo was so much later. LML's already on DT tech.
Only issue with LML is that he doesn't have any gateways. Like, he should be on like 5 gate by this point, but he'll get them eventually.
I mean, he could probably see there's no way he's going to bust. So I wonder what you can achieve.
Yeah, like he's pushing in to kill cannons, and you don't really care about the cannons because the cannons can't move. You can just leave the cannons there.
See,
Do you
this is what it
contain and
feels
expand?
like to be Hydra busted.
DT
Oh,
sneaks into the
no.
main, it's killing a bunch of probes. Just makes bad to worse. Or worse to
See,
worstest.
This situation right now is why LML would want 5 gates, just because that way you don't want to be replacing the cannons with cannons. You want to be replacing the cannons with dragoons. He's got the upgrade. Dragoon range is
DT in
fine.
the
There's no
natural.
reason to still be relying on cannons for defense at this point.
Revenge for the first 2 games.
Well, I mean, it's nice to see him pick up a game. It's not a 3-0, so that's good.
And I wasn't super happy with LML's build, but MasterRey didn't have to play against it as well. MasterRey needs to lose.
He's about half the probes, less than half the probes.
Yeah.
And now we're going up to, it looks like 6 gateways. Chat saying Quark is really hard to hear. His casting's really hard to hear.
Yeah, I've turned him up, but I will go to 200%. So we can get more
Yes,
core.
I can switch just to. I'm using a headset onto my phone because I'm sitting here at my bedroom.
I think it's
so
okay.
I can,
You know what
Okay.
though? That engage for blue was not bad. He picked off some dragoons, but it's not going to help him come back, I don't think.
no, he's down 27 probes to 51.
You'd have to kill like every probe, or almost every probe, like so many probes from LML. Just
Like, it
strong
reached a
grapple
point
minerals.
where he's not going to bust the expansion, and I wonder what you do from there. Do you try to contain and get another expansion? Or is it
Yeah, or do a
GG?
storm drop or something. I mean, in this case, it's GG because he lost all his probes. But he's
Storm
waiting
drop
for
is a
LML
Hail
to show
Mary
him
then.
it's GG.
He has to kill a bunch of probes, more probes than he had. Like, give him less probes than he's got, right?
Yeah. It's a situation where it's almost certainly GG, but he's waiting for LML to prove it. There'll be a point where LML just moves out and ends the game.
Yeah.
And he's waiting for that point.
He knows, like, attacking in there where he lost all his Zeniths, he knows that he's in trouble now. You could even see in the chat with his little faces. You know, like, oh, okay, that was a big mistake. I'm pretty dead now.
Yeah, I thought he was going to GG and leave, but apparently...
He's gonna make
This
LML
is
come
surrounded.
across the map and make him kill him, basically. Say, Okay, well, I still have a decent number of Dragoons. Maybe I can hold.
Make
But,
you suffer.
you know, if I can pick off the Reaver or something, maybe I can defend this. But he knows he's pretty much dead in the water here. I don't know where that Reaver is. Is it just crawling across the map or something?
I think we're... No, that's an observer.
Yeah, he just left the Reaver at home. He probably just didn't have a shuttle or something. Haven't even the probe pull, but it's not enough to matter. Anyway, but I would like to see LML bring the rest of his units over here, but he's just focusing so much on microing this control group with Dragoons.
Yeah. And MasterRey's refusing to leave.
I mean, he hasn't given him the reason to leave yet. He's got to bring the rest of his army over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
That'll be the GG moment. Right? Here it comes now.
Watch him stay in the game.
Loses
Force.
natural nexus sustain.
Red to destroy every single building he has.
He just goes AFK and makes him kill every building.
I love where he places Observer, though. There's some really good places in maps to hide an Observer in whatever matchup so that it doesn't really get spotted and killed.
Mm-hmm. Alright. This is it. Once LML commits in here. Even a couple of Templar in that shuttle. Kills all the
Oh,
probes.
there's a
and
GG.
Alright, LML takes the game. We got a series here.
People like PvP, I love it. It's fun.
It is fun.
Different units. And that's probably the matchup that Protoss players play the most on ladder? So there's
Yeah.
more
The ladder's
Protoss
all
players.
Protoss.
So would that be the strongest
Yeah.
matchup of Protoss players? Or not necessarily?
It's
you get
not
the
my
most
strongest
practice.
matchup, I can tell you that.
Even
Well,
though you
also,
get the
I
most
think-
practice.
It
If I play
can't
ladder.
be every Protoss player's strongest matchup because somebody has to lose every PvP.
PvP is a 50% win rate, right? So everyone's got to lose it.
Yeah.
Well, I
And
mean, you
personally,
get
I
the
hate
most
it.
practice at it, but yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I don't like it at all. I think it's a frustrating matchup because
Yeah.
it's more micro orientated than the other matchup. PvT and PvP, if you make the right decisions, then
Exactly.
you basically just win. Whereas PvP, you've got to also make sure that your scours connect and that your reavers are protected.
Yeah, I agree with that
Difficult.
completely. And not only that too, like there are some builds in PvP where you just like get an inherited advantage because you took some risk, your opponent took a different risk, or you can get a build order kind of win or loss situation. It's just like okay, I picked the wrong build, so I just lose. It doesn't have anything to do with skill necessarily.
Or
But
just third scout on a 4-player map.
yeah,
So LML is going for a proxy
Proxy.
frigate.
yeah. Now this is a pretty common proxy location. Like I know when I play this on ladder and PvP, I'm
First place you
scouting over
scout?
here. I scout over here before going towards their main, so I would be able to scout this proxy 2 gate. We'll see. MasterRey
I
does
do
the
the
same.
same when I do one gate.
PvP keeps
It-
you on your toes, people. Helps you fight off Alzheimer's.
Well, we'll see. Where does this probe go? It looks like he is not going to scout this, so this has the potential to do some damage. He is still going to get into the main and see that there's nothing here, right? He's going to see, okay, there's no gates.
I love the scouting
Pylon.
going on. He doesn't trust LML at all. Says a lot about his opponent, right?
Well, they're both in the same clan. They're both in red clan, so they
Look,
probably play each
LML,
other
he's
fair
so
bit.
sneaky. He brings his probe to the middle of the map. Like, yeah, I'm scouting normally now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
not
now
gonna matter
MasterRey-
because MasterRay's
Yeah.
gonna know it's nothing.
Now he sees it.
Uh,
He's going to be like, okay, what's up, right? He's going to know there's 2 gates hidden on the map now.
Yeah.
What do you do? Cancel
Also, the
gas?
gates aren't that close, so he's gonna be able to hold us out. Like if he cancels the gas at this point and takes the second gate, he's gonna be completely fine.
So he's gonna leave the gas and then just put the second gate.
I don't know about leaving the gas because I would personally build a pylon at the ramp at the same time. I'd want
for
that
a
battery.
Yeah. No, I mean he's leaving the gas as in he's not going to cancel it. He shouldn't
Yeah,
be mining.
that's what I'm saying. I would use the money from the gas to build the pylon.
Should MasterRey send his zealot to blue right now? Because he has no zealots at home to defend instead of trying to kill this bro.
He needs it to defend his own zealot because
you
the
think about
gateways
it,
are so much closer.
Yeah, if you
That right?
start trying to send zealots into the other guy's base, then the rush distance is far longer for you than it is for him.
Yeah. Now, if the zealot trade starts going in your favor, you can send a zealot later.
So he took way too much damage on that probe if he wants to do a proxy battery. He screwed that up. However, MasterRey really should be holding the ramp.
We're probably gonna see a battery come down, hopefully. Wait, what happened to Blue's probe?
He took 2-3 zealot hits on it, then he decided he wanted a battery, and then he just lost it immediately. And then he let the pylon finish. He screwed it up.
Yeah, okay. So he's not gonna get a battery down here.
Yeah,
So,
but he
as
still
long
let the
as-
pylon finish. It wasn't ideal.
I love how much attention Quark paid to it, but it's true, he made a pylon, so he had intentions to use the probe more, I guess.
And
Yeah,
the
and now
zealot
we can
trades are
find out
going
how the
Master
winners.
Ray's favor. Yeah, so this
Yeah.
is really good for Master Ray now.
And the moment the ramp goes, okay, MasterRay's won. Because the moment you lose the ramp here, then the rush is over. Now, MasterRay really should be having 3 zealots safe in the ramp, not 2. But, he's not focusing. That's fluffy.
Is that a battery he's building there now? Must be, right?
You're
Yeah.
a second ahead of me, but I would assume so.
Ah, gotcha.
He doesn't actually need a battery. This is bad. What he needs is to get a probe out on the map and confirm what his opponent's doing.
Well,
So
we're
MasterRay positioned badly. He's only actually getting 2 zealots backing at a time. If you position properly, you get 3 zealots at the top of the ramp. But MasterRay has screwed it up.
This is
we're
funny,
gonna
I
have
love
a
it.
battery attempt at the bottom of the ramp, it looks like, but is he gonna be able to get that in time? 5 zealots, no, it's 4. Master Ray, okay.
MasterRay has this.
Yeah, I mean,
I
he
really
can
would like to
reinforce a
see
little
him
bit quicker.
MasterRay. Also, this is a battery attempt, this is a cannon rush attempt.
Does he have a forge back home? I guess he does.
Yep.
He's building it now. It's not done.
Oh, I lost all his zealots.
That's game, yeah. GG.
What I'm curious about is what happened to MasterRay's probe, because having a probe in your that goes based on this map, you can get that amazing mana pylon position.
Oh, yeah. Where you can block the 2 patches.
Yeah, and that's just GG on it against the proxy 2-gate, because they can't bring any units back to kill it.
Good tip. Should LML never gone down the ramp and just kind of walk around MasterRay's base?
LML should learn to micro if he's going to do that build.
It's all about micro, right?
Yeah.
Do you stop building probes when you're proxying like that?
No, you go, it's probe up to 11, then 2 zealots to get you up to 15, then pylon, then probe again.
I was really hoping at the end of that, as soon as he got the pylon up, he would either build a shield battery or a cannon or something just to keep the pressure on.
Yeah,
Well,
assuming
that
LML
was the
wasn't
plan, but he
planning-
lost the probe.
Yeah, because he wasn't
No, he didn't.
mobilized properly.
He
No, LML
He's-
lost his first scout probe.
no the at the very end, Blue still had a probe there. So
He brought
Yeah,
another
he sent
one.
a second one.
yeah, and he could have built a
Yeah,
shield battery
he was
or
planning to.
something.
That's why he had a forge building in his base, but
To make cannons.
it was too late. He'd already. His original plan was build a battery proxy to at the gateways. Then he lost his probe. Then he lost the ramp, and then he came up with a second plan to build a forge and do a cannon at the base of the ramp. But it was way too late by then. The game was already over. That's just. It wasn't how you do that build.